tail whip, 360, heel whip, 180. Those are 4 basic scooter tricks that you guys could learn in a short time span. So my experience started when I was 12 years old, and I still do it to this day. I took a little bit of a break, about 2 or 3 year break in between. But I recently got started back up on scootering, I'd say about a year ago. So scootering is just a super healthy activity, whether you just want to use it just to ride around or go from some place to another, or just try to get sponsored and learn tricks. Some history behind scootering. It was invented in 1817 by Wim Outboter in France. Scootering is an extreme sport with freestyle scooters involved. And there's 2 different types of scootering. Some may not know this, but there's park and street. Park scootering is most park scooters wear pads, extra pads, because they get higher above the coping and do more crazy tricks. Now, street scooters are more techy with their tricks, so they do more combinations in one line. So some equipment in scootering: you obviously need handlebars, and you obviously need a deck. You also need wheels, and a fork, a clamp, and a headset. You can scooter in all different places. You can scooter outside on your driveway, you can scooter over at your friend's house, you can scooter at a skate park, and there's so many skate parks across the country, and there's probably a lot in your state too. You also can, if you're lucky, have an indoor skate park. Not many people are lucky enough to have this, but I am, and I'm very fortunate. Some advantages of scootering: it's just a super healthy exercise, it's really good for your legs, and it's just a really good time to get your mind off everything and just have fun with your friends. Ever since I started scootering, I've made so many new friends too from scootering. One thing you want to do when scootering, you always want to express your creativity. Don't just go to the skate park and do the same old tricks that you've been doing for the past year. Go to the skate park with your friends, learn new tricks, and it'll be a lot more fun. And also, challenge yourself. Challenge your friends to a game of scoot. A game of scoot consists of doing a trick, and then the other person you're playing against has to land that trick, and if they don't, they get a letter, and you play with SCOOT. And the first person to get all those letters loses. But some competitions that I want to talk to you guys about. Competitions are huge in the scooter industry. Some more popular ones are in Sydney, Australia. And Sydney is a really good spot because there's so many different spots in the city. It's a huge city, and there's a lot of handrails, and those are one of the most popular things people love doing when scootering. Austin, Texas also holds a really, really cool one. Austin is more off-road type scootering. A lot more injuries happen at Austin Street Jam every single year. And in New York City, that obviously it's a huge city, so there's so many different spots, and they get about 400 to 500 people gathering from the scooter community to come to these events. Now, these events are usually sponsored by professional scooter companies. To get into that, I'll explain to you. Some options that you guys should buy a scooter from are Aztec, Tilt, Proto, Phoenix, and Envy. Those are some popular scootering brands to get you guys started. Now, safety is a huge thing in scootering. Many injuries happen every year. Super gruesome injuries happen. And a lot more injuries happen in park riders because they do more insane tricks and they get above the coping of the ramps more. So some tricks that I want to show you guys on a video are 4 basic scooter tricks that you guys can learn. Alright, today I'm going to be showing you guys 4 basic scooter tricks. The first one is a tail whip. A tail whip consists of putting your feet on the deck. Your front foot does most of the work when kicking it. Goes out like this, and then use your wrist to get it back to your deck, or to your feet. So, this is a tail whip. like this in a circle. So to make it easier for bar spins, don't just chuck your bars like that. Go like that, meet your back hand right there. It's a lot easier. Here's a bar spin. So the next trick we have is a 180 to 180. This is one of the most basic tricks that you guys could learn in a day. A 180 consists of going like this, tucking your shoulder, landing like this, and then going out of it. So I'll show you what a 180 looks like. And the last and final trick I want to show you guys is a 360. Everyone wants to learn a 360. So in order to learn a 360, you jump up pretty much like a 180, except tuck even further until you're 360 degrees around. So this is a 360. Those are some 4 basic tricks that you guys can learn from scootering. Thanks. So after watching that video, you guys kind of get the hang of some of the tricks. Now I encourage you guys to all go out and try the tricks that I presented in that video. Those tricks are tricks that you can learn in probably 1 or 2 weeks. And if you really try hard, maybe even a day. But overall, scootering is just a really healthy activity. Gets your mind off everything. You hang out with your friends. What's better than that? It's just a really fun activity to do. And who knows? Someday, maybe you guys could become sponsored and become a professional scooterer.